Welcome to my channel. Liberty, old coin piece of history in your hand, a tangible connection to the very founding of the United States. It feels substantial, doesn't it? There's a certain thrill that comes with discovering that something passed over every day might actually be a hidden treasure. First up, let's talk about the coin you have there, the 2007 George Washington presidential dollar. This wasn't just another coin cranked out by the Mint. It was the very first coin released in a brand new program designed to reignite America's love affair with coin collecting, much like the wildly popular state quarters had done just a few years earlier. Authorized by Congress in 2005, the Presidential $1 Coin Act aimed to honor all the deceased U.S. presidents in the order they served. They started at the very beginning with the nation's first leader, George Washington, and officially released it into circulation on February 15, 2007, a date chosen to honor his birthday. The idea was that these golden-hued dollars would become a staple of American commerce, finally pushing the paper dollar aside. But here's where the story gets interesting and where the value of your coin begins to take shape. The U.S. Mint, in an attempt to make the coin modern and sleek, did something they hadn't done regularly since the 1930s. They put key inscriptions like the year, the mint mark, the motto, E pluribus unum, and even in God we trust on the edge of the coin, rather than on the front or back. This innovative idea was meant to leave the faces of the presidents clean and unobstructed. However, this new process was tricky, and it led to a fascinating mistake that would become the primary reason why a seemingly ordinary dollar coin could be worth a fortune. A small number of these Washington dollars were released into circulation, having completely missed this final step, leaving their edges smooth and bare. This error, where the edge is missing all its lettering, is the holy grail for collectors of this series. It's important to know that the vast majority of the 2007 Washington dollars you might find in your pocket change are exactly what they appear to be, $1. With over 340 million of the regular strikes, minted in Philadelphia and Denver combined, common circulated examples are worth just face value. But your coin is not necessarily one of the masses. If you have one of those special error coins, its value skyrockets. Even a well-worn, circulated error coin with missing edge lettering can be worth around $50 to a collector. That's a fantastic return for a single dollar. Now, let's get to the numbers you're really curious about. The value isn't just about the error. It's about the condition, or what collectors call the grade. A coin's grade, from 1 to 70, reflects its state of preservation. The higher the grade, the more perfect the coin. For a standard missing edge lettering error from the Philadelphia or Denver Mint, a coin graded MS65, Mint State 65, can command prices around $1,200, according to major grading services. If that coin is even more flawless, graded MS66, its value can jump to approximately $1,500. We're already talking about a significant sum for a coin that was meant to buy a soda. But the absolute peak of value, the coin that makes collectors' hearts skip a beat, is the error coin in near-perfect condition. Imagine a 2007 Washington dollar, missing its edge lettering, that has been preserved in pristine gem condition. The independent coin graders, the PCGS, have certified a tiny handful of these coins at the remarkable grade of MS68. These are the cream of the crop, the finest known examples. Because of their extreme rarity and perfect condition, the estimated value for one of these magnificent MS68 error coins can reach as high as $4,250. Yes, you heard that right. That single dollar coin from 2007 could be worth over $4,000. It's not just the stark missing edge error that creates value. There are also subtle variations, like the orientation of the edge lettering. If you hold the coin with George Washington facing you, the writing on the edge could be upside down, position A, or right side up, position B. While usually a minor detail, in the highest, most perfect grades like MS67, this tiny difference can mean the coin is valued anywhere from a couple $100 up to $400 or more. There are also special satin finish versions of the coin that were included in uncirculated mint sets. These have a different, smoother finish than the regular circulation coins, and pristine examples of these can also fetch hundreds of dollars. The proof coins made in San Francisco with a mirror-like background are beautiful, but with nearly 4 million made, they are generally worth only a small premium over face value, usually under $30. So, how do you know if your coin is the one? You need to look at it. First, hold it and look at the edge. Is it completely smooth, with no letters, stars, or dates at all? If the edge is blank, you have a genuine error coin. The next step is to look at its condition. Does it look like it just came from a mint, with no scratches, nicks, or signs of wear? The better the condition, the closer you are to that $4,250 prize. A coin with missing edge lettering that has been graded MS68 by a professional service is the ultimate find. This is the excitement of coin collecting, the thrill of the hunt. It's about understanding that value isn't always obvious, and that sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight. Your George Washington dollar might just be a simple keepsake, but it also has the potential to be a life-changing discovery. Don't just spend it. Take a closer look, do your research, and you might just find that you're holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. It's a reminder that history is all around us, and sometimes it's worth more than we could ever imagine. Next coin, the United States, JohnAdams Presidential $1 coin. This is the second coin released in the historic Presidential $1 coin program, a series that began in 2007 to honor the nation's deceased presidents in the order they served. It features the face of John Adams, the second president of the United States, a man whose story is deeply woven into the very fabric of American independence. Before we dive into the potential fortune hiding in your pocket, let's understand the man behind the metal. John Adams was born in 1735 in Braintree, Massachusetts, and rose to become one of the most influential figures of the American Revolution. He was a Harvard-educated lawyer who famously defended British soldiers after the Boston Massacre, a testament to his belief in a fair trial for all, even when it was unpopular. He was a delegate to the Continental Congress, nominated George Washington to be Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army, and served on the committee that wrote the Declaration of Independence. His legal mind and political skills were so critical to the Revolution that he became the nation's first vice president and, in 1797, its second president. His son, John Quincy Adams, would later become the sixth president, a unique legacy in American history. The coin in your hand is not just currency. It's a tribute to a founding father whose contributions shaped the nation. The coin itself is a beautiful piece of modern minting. On the obverse, or front, you see a striking portrait of John Adams, adapted from a famous 1793 painting by artist John Trumbull. The design was masterfully adapted by Joel Iskowitz and sculpted by Charles L. Vickers, and you can see the inscriptions John Adams above his portrait and second president 1797 to 1801 below it. The reverse, common to all coins in the series, features a stunning and unique ant's-eye view of the Statue of Liberty, designed by Don Everhart, with the denomination $1 prominently displayed. It was officially released into circulation on May 17, 2007, by the mints in Philadelphia and Denver, with millions of these coins produced to be used in everyday transactions. Now, the most crucial part of our discussion, the value. It's a common belief that all old or special coins are worth a lot of money, but the reality is far more specific and exciting. The vast, overwhelming majority of John Adams presidential dollars you will find in your pocket change, in a jar, or at a bank are worth exactly $1. Over 112 million of them were minted in Philadelphia alone, making regular, circulated examples common. You can even find pristine, certified examples of common varieties selling for just a few dollars more than face value online. The real treasure lies not in the coin itself, but in the story of how it was made, specifically in the fascinating errors that occurred during its production. The most valuable John Adams dollar is the one that is, in a way, incomplete. When these coins were first minted, the U.S. Mint decided to put key inscriptions like "In God We Trust," "E Pluribus Unum," the year, and the mint mark on the edge of the coin, a modern and sleek approach. However, The new machinery wasn't perfect, and a small number of coins were released into circulation that completely missed this step. These coins have a perfectly smooth, blank edge with no lettering at all. And this is the error that collectors crave above all others. If you find a John Adams dollar with a plain edge, you have found something incredibly special. And just how special are we talking? Let's talk numbers, because this is where the story becomes truly mind-blowing. According to major numismatic resources and price guides, a standard missing edge lettering error from the Philadelphia Mint, if it's in the highest possible state of preservation, is one of the rarest and most valuable coins in the entire series. We're not talking about a few $100s. We're talking about a coin that, in its absolute finest certified condition, has an estimated value of a staggering $141,000. Yes, you heard that right. That one John Adams dollar in your collection, if it has the plain edge and looks like it just came off the press, could be worth $141,000. But the value doesn't stop with the error coin. There are other versions that hold significant value as well. The 2007 John Adams proof coin, made in San Francisco with a mirror-like finish specifically for collectors, is also highly sought after. While most proof coins can be found for $20 or less, the very finest examples, those certified in perfect condition, are expected to become rarer over time and can be valued at up to an astounding $100,000. Imagine owning a perfect, flawless piece of history that is not only beautiful, but also commands a six-figure price tag. It is the pursuit of perfection that drives the market for these stunning proof coins. Beyond these top-tier rarities, there are other errors and variations that can make your John Adams dollar worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For instance, some coins were struck multiple times, creating dramatic and unique errors. A John Adams dollar that is missing its edge lettering but was also double struck and off-center has sold at auction for nearly $1,900. Another struck 7 times and dramatically off-center, sold for over $3,100. There are even examples struck on wrong planchets, like one on an aluminum fragment, that have sold for over $3,300. Each of these coins is a one-of-a-kind mistake, a piece of minting history that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. The key to unlocking this potential treasure is in your hands, literally. The first thing you must do is look at the edge of your coin. Is it smooth and blank, or does it have writing? If it has the standard edge lettering, your coin's chance of being extraordinarily valuable is very low. But if the edge is completely bare, you need to handle it with care. Don't clean it, as cleaning can severely damage its value. Instead, look at its condition. Does it have any scratches or nicks? Does it look like it's never been touched? The better the condition, the closer you are to that $141,000 prize. This is the true thrill of coin collecting, the reason why millions of people around the world search through their change. It's the knowledge that underneath the everyday, beneath the common and the ordinary, a small fortune could be hiding. You might be holding a piece of history that someone, somewhere, has been searching for. The John Adams dollar is more than just a tribute to a founding father. It is a potential key to a life-changing discovery. Don't just set it aside. Take that closer look. Research it. Protect it. Because in the world of numismatics, knowledge isn't just power, it's profit. Your journey into the past could very well be the start of an incredible future.